TAGNBRAG Nation. Well, that was a heck of a bokeh. This is the first coffee sip. Ass. Scratch of the trip. The truck is loaded down. The boys are in tow. It's 3:30 in the morning. And we are setting sail to Kansas, baby. We are setting sail to Kansas. There's not much more to say. We're waiting on Dino. Who would have thought? And then we're setting sail. Kansas, here we come. Hey, look who it is.
Are we there yet?
Oh. The Super 8 in Areola, Kansas. Yeah. Well, we made it. We made it. We're going to the 5-star Super 8 motel in, I'm not gonna tell you where, Kansas, but that's where we're going. Staying here for a couple days, which we probably won't be in here very much. But yeah, we're here. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm thrown off a bit right now. I'm thrown off a bit. This doesn't quite feel like hunt camp, but we're gonna make.
Definitely.
We're gonna make do. It is. He's here. Good thing we brought the sleeping bags, because this is definitely wrap yourself in foil. Get in your sleeping bag material for sure. Otherwise, we're gonna get crabs or something.
This is skin jot on the sheets material.
You like the way I fill the seat out?
Yeah, don't put your aspirin too much in that thing. That thing is broken and real nice.
This seat's probably wondering what's going on with its life right now. What do you weigh?
I'm about 170.
Yeah, I'm about 235.
Yeah, that seat's choking a little.
Well, the boys are in. The old TAGNBRAG boys are in. We put Dean in the back seat.
Yeah, I'm back here.
The first day, put the seatbelt on. No, I told these guys we'll run around and look at some different farms that we're gonna think about, and then tomorrow morning we're gonna get up and feed these two animals, and then we're gonna go hang a few sets on some properties. This is their second year here at the old Kansas Pride.
Yep, Dino's first tag.
Yeah, Dean. What'd you say last year? Dean was the camera bitch.
I was.
He was.
Camera bitch.
I like a good camera bitch. But anyways, hang a few sets in the morning. I actually just picked up another farm this afternoon. For some reason, it thinks it needs to be 75 and 80 degrees with a south wind for the first couple of days. So I think it's a good idea to go in and put a set in there in the morning. And then there's a buck that I've got several years of history with him. I'm gonna say he's probably 6 or 7 year old deer now. And then there's a buck that's out here that's underneath David's skin that we call Aldine. I don't know. He's 7-8 year old deer. He's a 300-pound whitetail. I've got a shed off of him from 2 seasons ago, and he was a 4-point side on that side that year, and it's almost a 7-inch base, and he looks like that left side looked like it could be 8 or 9 inch.
Yeah.
I mean, he's huge, and we're gonna go in and put another set in there on that farm for a south wind. So things are looking good. I'm excited. I'm always excited to have clients in, but it's always fun to have Dean and David in. We're in ways we're like-minded with a lot of things, and we like to take out after these things. They get under our skin.
Shit, he drove up and he's standing right next to the gate.
Unbelievable. All right. I'm driving the boys around. We're just looking at some deer.
Okay. Well, I thought you did something.
Well, we're literally sitting on the side of the road filming.
He's pretty
filming a
decent.
buck.
Not bad,
So
buck.
I'm trying to be quiet. I'm jealous.
Oh.
Hold on. I fat faced the phone. Showing.
And I was looking, so I was like, huh, I wonder
Not
if
that
the boy's
decent.
gonna be up here. So shit, he drove up and he's standing right next to the gate.
Goodbye. Unbelievable.
That is a big deer.
He's high 50s.
Oh, he's more than that.
Oh yeah, he's more than that. Oh my gosh. That is a freaking stud.
Why am I not looking at him?
That is a stud.
Oh yeah, that's a 170-inch deer. Everything's tall. It's every point. 160s anyway.
That's a big buck. Whoo!
There's just some B-roll.
That's a big buck. That got the loins boiling a little
You
bit.
see horns, you see the way they're running. You
Like
can
they're-
tell there's a lot of weight.
Fat.
That got the loins boiling a little bit. That was a good one.
That deer was in the 60s.
He was. I'd say he's at 165 to 168. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah,
I
that
don't think he would go 170, but he had wicked long main beams on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
Him.
did.
He was 19
This-
inside.
His fours, everything was big.
Yeah. His twos were just a little weak, but there were, I mean, still enough to.
That was a cool buck.
Yeah.
Sick rack on that thing. We're in Kansas, boys. We're in Kansas. Woo!
This year they get to experience what they didn't get to experience. Well, I mean, you got to see some pretty wild rut activity in December. You did get to see that.
Oh yeah,
But now it's amplified by 10 because you're going to get
that
like,
early shit.
Yes, this window of time that a lot of people don't take advantage of. They think November, and I'm telling you guys, like November, yeah, it's good, but that deer right there, that deer will be locked down on a doe before Halloween, and
He's looking already. Clearly.
he'll be hard to hunt then until Thanksgiving.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. That'll get you jacked. That'll get one home. Let's go. Let's go. One run in, got one back. Gardos are on. Got to go cheer them on. We're going to a local spot right down here. I don't even know what it's called, Skeeters or Steeners or something like that. But we just saw a really nice buck. Really nice buck. It was a great time going around. We are in Kansas, baby, and I am fired up. We're gonna go get something to eat. We're gonna unload all of our stuff tonight, get everything together, get up early. We got stands to hang. We got trail cameras to reset and reconfigure. The chase is on here in Kansas. Let's go. All right, TAGNBRAG Nation, it is work day on the Kansas prairie. We're going to get after it. We got a few stands to hang. We've got a
Look at this guy.
We've got a guide that's a child.
What can I say?
Big child.
We're actually
How was that, a turkey?
probably we're actually on a new farm. We've never hunted this farm before. I got to shed hunt a neighboring farm while I was here and saw some really good sign. Actually found a few good sheds back here. But we're getting photos of 3 really nice bucks on the property, on a couple properties over. We got this place, permission to hunt this place literally just now, but there's a little cut of timber and there's some oak trees down there. I think we're just gonna go in there and hang and hunt tonight. And then we've got a couple other cameras to hang. We got a couple other tree stands to hang, but it's work day and we got to get after it. I'm excited. The chase is on, baby. Saw a giant last night. The loins are burning. I don't know. Send it.
How to put a lot of shit on a four-wheeler.
I think so.
I agree with you, Dave. I do like, you can, from that tree, you can see that, which is nice. I like that tree. I guarantee there's deer bedding in that ditch, too.
Oh, that's where I'm telling you. That's where that's coming from.
I agree. I think you're right.
He's in that ditch. He's either taking this ditch or he's taking the north one when he ends up there.
But I didn't realize how many, like, there's a lot of weeds in this. This almost looks like a CRP, like.
Oh yeah.
You know, there's a lot of, they'll walk right through the middle of this thing right now.
For sure. Yeah. Alright y'all, we just got this XOP hung. This is a ridiculous spot. We have standing beans behind us, cut corn right here. These are beans that were already cut, and we're on a tree line. We're actually on 2 tree lines that meet in a T right here. It's a perfect crossing spot. These deer out here love to run these fence and tree rows. So we got a massive standing beans behind us with this huge timber drainage that runs through the whole field. It's massive, and there are definitely bucks bedding in this drainage. There's big trees in it, and we're gonna be able to see them pop out. There's a lot of weeds and tall grass in this standing bean field, so these deer are gonna come out in there. They're gonna feel comfortable in there. But a lot of bedding off in this direction, a lot of bedding that direction. This is just an awesome Kansas spot. This might be productive. Had to get some more batteries in that one. With a couple pruning, you can shoot right to the middle of that from here. And I don't hate being able to see this cornfield either.
Right. Well, honestly, you should be able to see a lot of the cornfield as well.
Once you get up a little bit. I like this down here though. This is, I mean, I think this is a good enough place to start, to be honest. And it's better for the wind anyway. You could still put
3 feet up there and
yeah, let's go on above this. Yeah, I mean that's got to be what, 30? Yeah. I mean, yeah, these deer are working right out of here. This is the bulk of that patch.
right here. Yeah.
Right here, yeah. Try and get in that tree at least and see how it looks. Alright, we got a tree picked out. This farm, nobody's ever killed anything on it. Nobody's he's also ever hunted here. But I'm gonna try and chisel a stand into this tree, little ash tree. I think it could work really well, actually.
He's never felt pressure here.
No. And with the south wind, I mean, they're definitely coming out right here, but you're not disturbing anything with the south, with the south wind. Well, we just set up a camera in here. Tried to get a stand hung in this tree, but it's just way too much pruning to do. So we at least have a camera in here. We've got eyes in here. But there's a buck that we call Aldine. He's the unkillable buck. You know, that doesn't help when you tell me that, because that makes me want to kill him more. We're gonna get out of here, go get some lunch, get back in to a couple other spots or together tonight, and see what we see. We're down here in Kansas.
Well, folks, first night in Kansas. We've been hard at it. Dave and I's butts are pretty whooped. Drove 14 hours yesterday. Minimal sleep. And I've been going all day today. Getting a couple stands hung, new cameras set up, shifted around, scouting. So, we're drained, but we're getting in for an afternoon sit tonight. It's warm, but it's been warm, and it doesn't seem like it's bothered the deer much to move. So scrapes are starting to pop up. Scrape week is just about here, and that's what we're hunting over tonight. We got 2 or 3 really good scrapes 20 or 30 yards from the tree that we're in. So hopefully we see some deer. We got a camera where we're going to hunt, but there's 300 acres basically of cut corn, and when you're driving through this field, there's basically corn all over the place, so you don't know what's coming out into this field. But Parker said we should be seeing some deer tonight out in this field, so there's definitely a handful of bucks that are going to be in here that are shooters. We got one that we call Aldine that we'd really love to see. We got some footage of him last year. He's an ancient warrior in this part of Kansas. So looking forward to it. Jumping in the tree. We got a little work to do to get in there. Like I said, it's hot, so we might be sweating a little bit, but our wind's going to be perfect. And I got a cameraman tonight again. Dave's filming. Last time we did this a few days ago, it worked. We just passed the deer, so maybe it'll work again. Kansas doesn't feel real, but we're here and we're getting in the tree. It's gonna be good to get in there and just settle down, relax, and soak it in. Soak in the moment. Enjoy the chase. Enjoy the adventure, because that is the meat and the potatoes of every chase. God bless America.
Alright, you guys, it is officially hunt 1 in Kansas, and Dean and I elected to go together, try and keep each other awake, like Dean said on the way in. Been tired, Dean left. Been scraping this right here. This whole field edge is scraped up, and the spot that we're hunting has a couple really big scrapes that are cleaned out right now. We've got a perfect wind, and we're just going to send it. Dino's first hunt with a bow ever in Kansas. That's exciting, so I had to be here to witness that, you know. I'm telling you what, we are dead beat ass tired, but we ain't making excuses for ourselves, and we're certainly not gonna sit out a hunt just because we're tired. We gotta hang a camera stand, get our camera gear in the tree. It's probably gonna be a later move, but we're gonna be there to witness. We are in the Kansas bush. It's your first hunt? My first hunt in Kansas ever in my life. Well, with the bow in my hand, with a tag. Pretty cool. Honestly, a lifelong dream. Growing up watching the old monster bucks, a little bit of David Blanton. Old Waddy. Oh, old Waddy. Not old Waddy. Young Waddy. Young Waddy. Young. Just loved, I mean, I can vividly remember, I don't know why Kansas always stuck out, but I can vividly remember a lot of the Kansas hunts back in the day from a lot of those guys. And it was just always a dream to come out here and hunt. And damn it, we're living it. That's what you have to, when you get opportunities to hunt places like this, you got to keep that in check, because like, we're out here for a short window of time, so your mind is going a mile a minute. You get yourself stressed out. You do. I do. Because you're like, oh, I got to be over here. I want to be over here. Like, there's so many things to see, and you want to tackle and do all these different things, and you got like, I got to get all these cameras out. Well, it's a lifelong dream. You got to soak in the moment. You really do. And we are here. We're finally settled in a tree. It took a minute to get to this point. Like I said, David and I we're pretty beat tired, but getting in the tree like this, settling down, and knowing that we're amongst the deer. David said it yesterday. When you come out to a place like this, you're not hunting where the deer are amongst humans. Humans are amongst the deer. And that is a different feeling coming out to a place like this. There's nobody around. There's no humans around. Like, there's none within miles, honestly. Although we did see a nice old farmer gentleman that rolled up in his Bobcat. Was a super nice fellow. He was just checking on us. Nice little country small talk. And then he petered on down the road, down on his way. But man, it is just quiet out here. The sun is just dropping. Like, it's warm today, very warm. But there's so many deer out in Kansas. A lot of times it just doesn't matter. You just got to get out here. The cameras have been lighting up before dark, and there's a lot of deer moving. So October the 19th. First day of the red moon. First day of the red moon, and we're just about to tip that scale into pre-rut. I mean, when we walk up these field edges coming in, there are just scrapes all over. We got a big scrape right there. There's two huge scrapes. There's one right here, another one at about 35 yards. And then they're all the way down the line, walking all the way in here. So I'm sure they're all up along the back side of this tree row also. There's a lot of deer sign in here, definitely a lot of bucks. So we're gonna set and enjoy this first night in Kansas and see if the magic happens.
the sun is just setting right now. We've seen a spike, and he did come in perfectly. But we can see a lot of ground up here, and so far nothing else moving. Might be a late last half hour move, but definitely changes things a little bit when you have 0 wind, like almost nothing. Nice night to, nice first night to get in the tree for sure. Hopefully this next 30 minutes things heat up a little bit. There's a small buck. Maybe it's the same. I knew we'd see him. Oh, a unicorn. Where's he at? Pretty crazy when these deer commit. If they have a field they like to feed in, they just head out to the center of it. I mean, this thing is so big that they probably feel the best when they're out in the middle of it.
Yeah, I bet you're right.
Nothing's getting close to him. And that is where he's headed. Deer was like 12 yards.
That deer's gonna be a stud.
Oh, he's gonna be a stud. Plus he might even out or balance out. But it is so, it's very still, but just in the last like 10 minutes, watching him, I could feel the wind just barely hitting me in the back. I was kind of drifting right at him. He didn't really care, but clearly.
No, he was just
checking us out. We were in here today with the four-wheeler checking the set out. And he might have got a little boot whiff. $2 in Kansas. Nice night, but wow, pretty quiet.
yeah.